Good morning, good morning, good morning, family. Good morning. Somebody let me know. Drop good morning in the chat. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Drop good morning in the chat. Drop good morning in the chat. I don't know where you at. I don't know where you're from or what time it is, wherever you at. Drop good morning inside of the chat, family. Let me move this over here. I don't need that in my video. All right, cool, cool. Good morning, good morning. Shout out to everybody that's in the room this morning. Appreciate you for being here. Hope you guys are having an amazing Wednesday. It is a lovely day. All right, we're gonna get straight to it. Do me a favor, drop where you from in the chat. I don't know if you guys are from East Coast, West Coast, the Midwest. Okay, some we got some LA people in the building, man. Y'all are up early. It's 6 o'clock where y'all at, huh? Okay, I see some Floridas, I see some Colorado, some Houston, Texas. All right, if you out in Texas or Chicago, it's about 8 o'clock your time. All right, cool. All right, good, good, good. Let's get into this morning motivation session. As y'all know, man, I'm going to play a video for you. It is your job to look at the videos, dissect the video, and see what the message is truly saying inside of the video. Okay. All right. Skylar McKnight said, and it's my birthday today. Everybody drop happy birthday in the chat for Skylar. Okay. Happy birthday, man. Hopefully you're having an amazing birthday. All right. Kicking off a new year and a birthday is a treat. All right. All right. If you guys are ready for this session, everybody drop ready inside of the chat. Drop ready in the chat. I got Terrence at the gym working out. I see you, my boy. Terrence at the gym. Hey, listen, man. As soon as I get off here, I'm going into the gym myself, brother. My guy Bryson Jake. How you feeling, bro? You good? All right, cool, cool. Kashina Parker, how you feeling? You good? Okay, cool. Tevo, you good? I see y'all locked in, man. China said, you gonna say my name? You gonna say hi to me too? Yeah, what's up, China? How you feeling? I got David Cameron in the building. Dr. Carnisha, what's happening? CEO LLC, what's up? Okay. Oh, Yenda, how you feeling? You good? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Rita K in the building. Look, y'all up. Look, I don't care. Look, don't worry about look. I don't care if you got your bonnet on. Just turn your camera on. We'll make sure y'all ready, okay? Antoine Murray was happening. All right. I see you. I see you, Miss Gatlin. I'm shouting out all my people with them cameras on. All right, Damien, I see you, brother. Latoya, I see you. All right, Torek, I see you. Diego, I see you. Yoko, what's up, Yoko? How you feeling? Newest to the family. Okay, then. Yeah, say that. My guy Reem always in the building. He always gonna show up and pull up and represent. Y'all know that, man. Lewis, what's up, brother? How you feeling? Stanley, what's happening? Eric, what's good? Jamal, what's happening? All right, so let's go ahead and get this morning motivation session started. Um, and my girl Kafu always in the building. I know, girl, you gonna show up all the time. That's my girl right there, y'all. She gonna show up. She gonna pull up for show for show. DTD family in the building. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get this morning motivation session started. And again, I need you to look at the video, y'all. I need you to look at the video. I need you to what are they saying inside of the video? All right. I'm about to play it right now. Let's get locked in. Let's get locked in, y'all. Let's get locked in. Y'all should be able to see my screen. Let me go ahead and play this for y'all real quick. Matter of fact, let me stop this. I'm gonna reshare real quick. Hold on, let me go. I want to go full desktop mode. All right, cool. There we go. I'm gonna go full desktop mode.
When people say, how are things going? You say, wonderful. You say, how's life? You say, terrific. You say, how's your relationships? Couldn't be better. How is your health? How are you feeling? I feel great. In other words, don't talk about negative things, because when you talk about negative things, you actually increase them and you draw more of them into your life. Look at the people that you know who have problems. You notice the people that you know who have problems all the time, never seem to solve their problems? Are people who talk about their problems all the time? To him that hath shall more be given, from him who hath not even that which he has shall be taken away. Now, this is another critical point with regard to relationships. And I learned this again in my studies. It is that each of us has a certain amount of suffering that we've gone through, and people fall in love with their suffering. People love their sufferings. As a matter of fact, they feel that they've paid for it, they've thought about it, they've lived with it for so long that most people are very reluctant to give up their suffering. You can't talk them out of it. You say, well, why don't you just forget it? Why don't you just put it behind you? Why don't you just get on with it? They say, well, I can't do that. Do you know how much I've suffered? Do you know how much emotional investment I put into this relationship, this job, this career, and so on?
Okay, what y'all thinking? What y'all think? What y'all think? Do you feel like you really got it, or do you feel like I need to play it again so you can hear it again one more time? What y'all think? Did y'all pick up everything that he put down? All right, hold on. Look, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it again. I want to make sure that you guys truly, truly got what he said. I want to make sure y'all got what he said. I want to make sure y'all comprehended everything. I want to make sure y'all picked up what he put down. Just listen to what he said. Because here's the truth. A lot of us in this room, this is exactly what we needed to hear. Listen to what he said. Hold on, I'm gonna play it again.
When people say, how are things going? You say, wonderful. You say, how's life? You say, terrific. You say, how's your relationships? Couldn't be better. How is your health? How are you feeling? I feel great. In other words, don't talk about negative things, because when you talk about negative things, you actually increase them and you draw more of them into your life. Look at the people that you know who have problems. You notice the people that you know have problems all the time, never seem to solve their problems? Are people who talk about the problems all the time? To him that hath shall more be given, from him who hath not, even that which he has shall be taken away. Now, this is another critical point with regard to relationships. And I learned this again in my studies. It is that each of us has a certain amount of suffering that we've gone through, and people fall in love with their suffering. People love their sufferings. As a matter of fact, they feel that they've paid for it, they've thought about it, they've lived with it for so long that most people are very reluctant to give up their suffering. You can't talk them out of it. You say, well, why don't you just forget it? Why don't you just put it behind you? Why don't you just get on with it? They say, well, I can't do that. Do you know how much I've suffered? Do you know how much emotional investment I put into this relationship, this job, this career, and so on?
All right, let's unpack this. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down together. But I want you to keep putting what you think the message was, the hidden message was inside of the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's break it back. Let's break it down. Let's unpack it. The very first thing that I see and that I hear, that I know that, and it's not just one of y'all, it's a lot of y'all in the room that you do to yourself. You take yourself out of being in a position to win because you simply talk yourself into a negative position, in a negative place, into last place every single day. I tell y'all all of the time, your frequency is what you frequently see. So if all you see and hear is negative, all you're gonna get is negative. And what does the good word tell us? Life and death is in the power of the what? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if you speak negative over yourself, about your life, you're gonna be it's gonna be negative. If all you do is complain, then all you're gonna have is problems. You gotta listen. The successful people, everybody call us crazy because all we have is what's called crazy faith. Somebody put crazy faith in the chat. And the crazy faith is us and our ability to see nothing but win and how to win. And it's going to win and it's going to work. People that's around you, those are those still people. I don't get along with still people. I don't like talking to still people. I don't like associating with still people. Y'all know who those still people are. And a lot of y'all hang around still people because you still as well. You still mad. You still angry. You still frustrated. You still upset. You still stuck in your ways. You still talk about the same stuff. You still mad about your situation. You still ain't got over your situation. You still in the same spot. You still mad at everybody but yourself. You still blaming everybody but yourself. You still complaining about every single thing. It don't matter what happened in your life. Somebody could walk past you and let's just say, look at you, and you will say something about them and say, man, what they looking at? Everything about you has to be centered around you and it's associated with negativity. You still living in the past every single day. You have to speak things as though they are. I attest 100% of my success to the way that I think. They say you got to think and grow rich, not do and grow rich. I've been doing a lot of work all my life for a long time. A lot of us ain't had a lot of jobs. A lot of y'all worked harder than me. But that don't mean you work smarter than me. That don't mean you thought the same way I thought. I've worked 50, 60, 70 hours a week before. That didn't get me nowhere. It was my mindset that got me to the next level. It was my thought process that got me to the next level. In 2016, when my mind said, I am no longer mentally employable, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to the next place that I deserve in life. When I decided I was no longer gonna work a job in 2016, it was my mentality that got me to the next level, not my work ethic. It was my positive thoughts that got me to the next level. Anybody that knows me, I was talking to one of my mentees the other day, Kim. I don't know if she's on the call. She asked me what could she do to get better and be a better person and a better coach for all of her mentees. And hell, guess what? Although I'm her coach, I'm always in student mode. See, I'm willing to teach and learn at the exact same time. So I asked her, I said, well, as your coach and as a coach, what do you feel like I could do to get better? She said, I'm not gonna even lie to you, Dion. And I hear this a lot. She said, I've never met nobody like you, though. She said, so I don't really know your flaws. She said, I've never seen them. I said, well, explain. What do you mean? She said, I've never seen you get mad about anything. She said, I've seen people you say somebody talked about you, it didn't make you mad. She said, I've heard stuff that you went through, it didn't make you mad. She said, you told me about certain stuff and you wasn't mad. If something don't go the way you planned it, you never get mad. She said, so I'm trying my best to get like that. She said, nothing in life bothers you. She said, I've never seen you get riled up. And some of y'all have to adopt that same type of energy, that same type of mentality. Listen, life is gonna life. You have to expect for things to go wrong. And you have to adapt because at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Complain about it, sulk in it, mull over in it? You gonna let something negative consume your day? When people in traffic and they try to cut me off, when somebody stare at me, give me a mean mug, when somebody try to curse me out in traffic, give me a middle finger, do y'all think that that really bothers me? No, but it bothers you. You didn't let 3, 4, 5 seconds ruin your entire day. Now you're talking about it on the phone to your boyfriend, to your girlfriend, to all your friends, and you texting in a group chat. This mother effer cut me off and tried to curse me out this morning. Y'all, I'm so hot. I don't even want to be at work today. Now you're working. You mad at other people at work. You done got into it with your supervisor. Now your supervisor sent you home. Now your check gonna be short $400 for the week. Now you at home trying to explain it to your spouse. You really don't want to tell them because they're gonna be mad because now the bill money ain't gonna be there. Now y'all arguing and now y'all into it because all of a one simple road rage incident, your money funny, your check short. Now your house is in disorder. Your house is in a disarray. Now you ain't realized that one conversation from that road rage incident, that's exactly why you dealing with a divorce now. That's exactly why nobody wants to be around you now. Because all you do is complain. All you do is look for something negative to happen or you create negativity. Are we good at that? Are we good at creating something negative? Nothing can never go right for us. Well, I him to tell you, two wrongs don't make it right. Just because your day ain't going the way you planned it, you being mad about it, you being frustrated about it, you being angry about it, you taking that from the streets into your house, that ain't gonna make it better. That ain't gonna make it better. You have to change your mentality and your thought process to all positive. Somebody put positive in the chat. Today going forward, you don't get to be negative. You don't get to complain about nothing. You don't get to get mad about nothing. You don't get to be frustrated about nothing. The only thing you get to do is see the positive and see the good and see the outcome being in your favor today going forward. Because no matter what I deal with, no matter what I go through, it's all gonna work out in my favor. Everything that I do, everything that I touch, anybody that I'm around, it turns into gold. It's gonna be positive. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna work out. Why do you think people are attracted to me? You are attracted to who you are. Positive people stay around positive people. Rich people stay around rich people. And broken people stay around broken people. And broke people break other people. Broke people break other people. And a lot of times, you don't understand when you have a positive friend and you trying to hang around your positive friend, while you and your positive friend, it always seems like there's some friction. Well, the friction ain't the positive friend. The friction is you. You trying to fit somewhere that you know you don't belong. You're trying to force conversations that your friend don't want to have. That's not what they do. That's not what they about. So until you fix you, stop calling them. Until you fix you, stop trying to hang around them. Because guess what? Life is going life. Somebody put that in the comments. Life is going to life. It doesn't matter what you think and how you feel. Things ain't got to go your way. They going the way that God planned them. Some of y'all feel like you think, well, I went through this situation and I had to get into it with my family member and I no longer talk to this person. I went through this situation and my sister, my brother, my auntie, my cousin, my best friend. Listen, some doors have to close for God to be able to make room to open up new doors. This year, you're gonna have to go with the flow and you're gonna have to keep a positive mentality throughout its entirety. You don't get to be mad. You don't get to be frustrated. You don't get to be upset. You have to positively think your way through every single situation that you're dealing with. Because again, if you want to speak, if you're going to continue to speak death over your life, everything around you is going to die. If you have not realized it yet, in life, either you're growing or you're dying. You don't, there's no middle, there's no in between. So my question to everybody on this call, are you growing or are you dying? You only get one choice. Every single day you get to grow or you get to die. Which one are you doing? Are you moving forward or are you moving backwards? You don't get listen, you don't get to stay on the fence and just stay in between. Every single day, we growing and moving forward or we dying and we going backwards. Which one are you doing? Are you growing or are you dying? Let me know in the chat. Are we moving forward or are we going backwards? Because if you're one of them still people, you dying. If you're one of them still people, still complaining and still upset, still mad, still frustrated, still just want to talk about negativity, still want to call and you want to just run your mouth and talk about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. If you one of them still people, you just like negativity in your life, then you ain't growing, you dying. You ain't moving forward, you going backwards. And you wonder why everything in your life is at a standstill. You wonder why everything in your life is falling apart. It's because of you. Look in the mirror. When is the last time you spoke any positivity to yourself? When is the last time you had a positive thought? When is the last time that you took your positive thoughts and you called somebody else with a positive thought? When is the last time you walked in your house and you spread some love and positivity and joy to your very own house? When is the last time you did that? Are you growing or are you dying? What does your environment look like? Some of y'all can't grow. Some of y'all can't move forward because maybe you not the problem. Maybe your environment is the problem. And you just don't want to accept it. They say you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. What does your friends look like? Tell me that. How your friends are all your friends positive or some of them negative? Are you hanging around broke people who complain about their job all day? Or do you hang around rich people who don't have jobs and then eventually you'll be a rich person without a job? Do you hang around people that's all they talk about is their relationship problems? Well, God dog it, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have relationship problems too. That negativity is rubbing off on you. You have to change the way you're looking at things so the things that you're looking at will finally change. And some of y'all in here really need to make a change. Change your environment. Change your environment. Change the people that you hang around. Change the place that you go. Change where you physically live at. For some of y'all, you truly need to move out of your hometown and your home city. Ain't no love there. For some of y'all, the relationship that you in, it ain't working no more. Ain't no love there. For some of y'all, them people that you call your friends, they not really your friends and your support system. Ain't no love there. For some of y'all, even your own family members, they don't support you. They not clapping for you. They're not clapping with you. They clapping against you. Ain't no love there. So let people think whatever they want to think about you. Let them say whatever they want to say about you. Just don't let them say you steal. If you're gonna do anything, if you want to be any steal, then be the person that's still speaking positivity. Be the person that's still spreading love. Be the person that's still out here seeing things and seeing people for the good and not the bad. Be the person that's still praying for people. Be the person that's very optimistic. Be the person that everybody just loves to be around. Be the person that when you call people phone, they eager to pick up the phone. Be the person that everybody wants to be around. So question, you got to reevaluate yourself. It starts with you. Don't evaluate the environment first because a lot of us we have a self problem and we haven't evaluated that first. We run from accountability. Somebody put accountability in the chat. Oh, we running from accountability for sure. We running from accountability. Once you evaluate yourself, all the other pieces will align. And don't run from accountability. Don't run from accountability. None of us in here need any kind of counseling. None of us need any kind of guidance. We don't need that. You know, we need accountability. That's the thing that we hate to do the most. We ain't trying to hold ourselves accountable at all. We know we wrong. We as wrong as it come, and we up here we want to blame somebody else. No, you have not because you ask not. Because your brain can't think positively. You can't think positive thoughts. So therefore, you cannot get positive outcomes. You can't even think positive enough in order to have thought processes that will align with positivity and positive thoughts and positive prayers to get positive outcomes out of your life, out of your life. That's just not the way you've designed yourself. You so wrapped up into negativity and seeing the bad and how everything can happen, you can't move forward. You stand still. You stand still and you still in the same spot. The most expensive thing in life is being in the same position next year that you are this year. And for a lot of people, that's happening year after year after year after year. At what point in time when do we start to get better? Because here's the crazy part. Everybody in the room want to get bigger before they get better. How you gonna become bigger and you ain't better? How you gonna lead people? You don't even know how to lead yourself. You cannot teach what you do not know. You cannot lead where you did not go. But everybody in the room says, I want to become bigger. I want to become bigger myself. I want to be this popular person. I want a big bank account. I want everybody to love me. I want to get big in popularity. Well, if you want to become bigger, you got to get better. Everybody put in the chat, better before bigger. You cannot become big unless you become better. There you go, Rita. You're just gonna be a big mess. You already a problem, you just gonna create more problems. You already a headache, you just gonna give other people headaches. That's why it's important to understand and know that when you look at your life, everybody on here is like a pilot. And it's your job to fly the plane and get it to its destination safely. Because if you don't, and you don't know how to fly the plane, then it's going to crash and burn. And all of those two, three, 400 passengers that's on board, those are your family, your friends, they crashing and burning with you. You the pilot. Where are you navigating yourself and everybody else that's following you? Or you could be the pilot who knows how to fly the plane. The plane is called life. And whether you know how to fly it or not, you can at least navigate and you could be a co-pilot of life and say, hey, listen, God, take the wheel. Just take the wheel. That's me. I ain't even trying to fly. I'm just, hey, God, take the wheel. I'm just going to be the co-pilot. I'm just going to sit here and anytime you need me, just use me. Anytime you need me, just use me. You fly the plane. I ain't in control anyway. I already know the plans you got for me anyway. Plans to prosper me and not harm me, plans to give me hope and a future. So listen, since you got positive plans for me, hey, listen, guess what? I'm just here and I need you to just let me know when you need me to help as a co-pilot to navigate this plane. But we got to get everybody on this plane to their destination safely, including myself. I ain't ready to go yet. But I'm gonna let you fly the plane. And I trust you. I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you. So as we are into this 2026 and we're in the first week of 2026, listen, do yourself a favor. Start to reevaluate yourself first. Somebody put self in the comments. Start to reevaluate yourself first. And then after that, your immediate circle right around you, evaluate those people. If you ain't right on the inside and mentally, your thought process ain't in line with love, prosperity, peace, success, happiness, joy, and every other positive word that come with it, fix yourself first. If you fix yourself first, your immediate environment will automatically fix itself. Everybody else around you will automatically get fixed too because you're gonna walk in alignment with positivity. Everything in your life will start to change. Some people, when you put water in a glass, they see it half empty. I see it half full. We not the same. I promise if you change the way you're looking at things, the things that you're looking at will change. Some of y'all, when you lose a job or when you lose a relationship, you say, well, damn, I just lost my job or I lost my relationship. No, 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 no. My job lost me. No, 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 no. She or he lost me. They lost a good thing. I didn't lose nothing good. They lost a good thing. You got to change the way you're looking at things. You have to be positive and optimistic at all times. You don't get to be negative. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to get to my level, it's going to take a greater sense of positivity and faithfulness to get to this level. And there's certain people that you can't hang with. There's certain people that you can't talk to on a day-to-day basis. It's draining. You have to reserve your energy. You have to reserve your energy for special people and special conversations. That's the only way it will work for you. That's the only way it will work. The job, listen, you didn't lose the job lost you. You didn't lose the relationship lost you. You have to change the mentality. If you fix yourself, everything else around you will fix itself automatically. When you become in alignment with positivity, everything else aligns with positivity. Everything else. So here's what I want to do. On our way out today, I want to take the time and I want to make sure that I play this video One more time for those who might have missed it, okay? I want to play it one more time for those who might have missed it. One more time before we go. For those who might have missed it. Here we go. Here we go, right here. Look, check it out.
When people say, how are things going? You say, wonderful. You say, how's life? You say, terrific. You say, how's your relationships? Couldn't be better. How is your health? How are you feeling? I feel great. In other words, don't talk about negative things, because when you talk about negative things, you actually increase them and you draw more of them into your life. Look at the people that you know who have problems. You notice the people that you know who have problems all the time, never seem to solve their problems? Are people who talk about their problems all the time? To him that hath shall more be given, from him who hath not, even that which he has shall be taken away. Now, this is another critical point with regard to relationships. And I learned this again in my studies. It is that each of us has a certain amount of suffering that we've gone through, and people fall in love with their suffering. People love their sufferings. As a matter of fact, they feel that they've paid for it, they've thought about it, they've lived with it for so long that most people are very reluctant to give up their suffering. You can't talk them out of it. You say, well, why don't you just forget it? Why don't you just put it behind you? Why don't you just get on with it? They say, well, I can't do that. Do you know how much I've suffered? Do you know how much emotional investment I put into this relationship, this job, this career, and so on?
Y'all, that he said you have to speak positive or negative. Like if you speak positive, to he who has more will be given. When you speak negative, to he who don't have, more will be even taken away. I hope this message helped somebody today. I hope this morning motivation resonated with somebody today. Hopefully you took something away from this morning that really, really, truly is going to change the trajectory of your life. It starts with you. Somebody dropped me in the chat. This is called accountability. Yeah, there it is. Yep, you reap what you sow. If you give life positive, life will give you positive. You give life negative, life will give you negative. It's as simple as 1 + 1 = 2. So the question is, are you growing or are you dying? Are we moving forward or are we steadily going backwards? Because most of us trying to stay still and thinking that that is the solution to our problems, and it's not. So you no longer get to be a still person. Still people that still complaining, still upset, still mad, still frustrated, still blaming everybody but they self. You still. Today going forward, we not standing still. We no longer gonna be still. We no longer gonna be negative. We're gonna be positive. We're gonna spread positivity. I need everybody, do me a favor. As you guys are exiting this call, I want you to go inside of the community. I want you to drop a positive note, a positive message that you've taken away from this morning motivation call. And not only that, I want you to go on your social media and I want you to spread some positivity, some love, and the joy. Make a post on your Facebook status, spreading some love, spreading some positivity. And I want you to text one person in your family and I want you to tell them that you love them. I want you to spread some positivity, spread some joy, spread some love on this amazing, beautiful day because God is great. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this morning motivation session. If you are an active member inside of the DTD community, y'all know that y'all will be getting communication on class times. If you are not a member and you want to become a member, then you need to go ahead and schedule and book a call so that you become an active member to not only get more access to calls like this, but to get access to our live coaching calls as well that is hosted too. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all. Y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Peace out.